The fun thing about haunted houses was just creating an environment for other people to enjoy. It was always fun. It really just started out as a fun thing to do, and I guess that interest just it turned into a business, which is I guess the best way to do it. Something that you enjoy. When I was growing up in Toledo, Ohio, it was sort of a tradition for my family and friends to put on a Halloween event in the local neighborhood, basements, backyards, that type of thing. It wasn't anything too elaborate or professional. It was just something that we all enjoyed doing, and we did every Halloween. When I was about 13, we moved down to Jacksonville, Florida, and just looking to for a Halloween event to attend down here. I saw that there really wasn't a lot of options, so I kind of saw a window of opportunity there, and I presented an idea to my parents at that age to maybe do something commercially. And being that young, they didn't really take it seriously, and they sort of told me to go do research just to kind of get me out of their hair. But I actually did do the research, and I called up other owners of these events, and spent years just collecting numbers and speaking to people who were experienced in the industry, and gain knowledge to eventually do an event on my own. And a few years down the road, I presented to them again, and I had references, budgets made up, spreadsheets, and they were impressed, and at that point they actually realized this was something that might work. So when I was about 15, we started seriously pursuing it, and the first year I opened up was 16. I was 16 years old in 2009. So it's been going strong since, and this will be our 4th season here off San Jose Boulevard. The best piece of advice that I got before initially opening up was marketing. Marketing is really the key in these type of short-term events, and that was really the most important piece of advice I received, because no matter what type of show we put on in here, if the people don't know that it's around, no one will show up. When designing the attractions, typically we'll see what worked from previous years. Like right after the season's over, we'll sit down, talk about what worked, what didn't, and then we'll just brainstorm initially just while ideas are fresh on our head, and then we'll sort of leave it until about February or March, and then we'll come back and we'll redesign everything, get plans onto paper, and we pull a lot of ideas from all sorts of different places, horror movies we see, other events that we attend. It really comes from a wide array of places, and it's a lot of different ideas that come together to create an event like this. I think a good haunted house attraction needs to have a realistic themed environment, so you don't just want the black walls, because people, you want to create the impression that they're in a real environment, and the guy or the insane asylum patient around the corner could actually be maybe a real insane asylum patient. So you need a themed environment there first and foremost, and then that tool is used by the actors. The actors are really what make these events. We can build the walls and we can put in the effects, but without them, it's just a museum. So they're really what bring it to life, and that's the most important part of a good haunted house. Putting this event on takes a lot of different people from a lot of different industry backgrounds. There's electricians, architects, designers, painters, engineers, and it really takes a lot. There's no one person that could do the entire event themselves that has the knowledge to do it. So it really takes pulling in people from a lot of different places to get the event put on. The most exciting part is just getting to open our doors in late September, early October, and seeing the people walk through. I mean, right about into late August and September, when we're working long 15-hour days, we all start to question why we're doing it, and why are we spending so much time on this? And as soon as late September opening night rolls around, it's just a big relief, and it's great to see the people walk through and enjoying the event that we worked so hard to put on. Feedback's been great. People really seem to enjoy the event. You have people from all different sort of backgrounds walking through, all types of ages, and everyone seems to have a good time. They feed off the energy of their friends who are, their friend gets scared in front of them, and then they just enjoy laughing at their friend getting scared. So it's some people aren't necessarily scared, but they're entertained, and everyone seems to enjoy themselves. My plans for the future are to grow this event here in Jacksonville, and then hopefully down the road open up in other places. Right now I'm going to school at Ohio State, so I plan to finish my degree first and continue to operate this one, and then hopefully down the road I can start expanding into other markets. and, you know, bringing night terrors to other parts of the country.